I think we got a bunch of people going live right now. So maybe it'll be a limited audience, which is okay. You know, the conversation goes on as it goes on. I was just visiting some musicians that I like on YouTube. Hey, Cat and Jack. Cat says, so have the right date and time? I don't know. I thought I did, but now you have me second guessing. Do I? Do I? No, I don't. I think I have the second, right? I'm almost up. Give me a second, guys. Nope, I'm set. I'm good. Hey, Dragon Fruit Man, how are you? Hey, Runner Boy. Cat says, now you got it right. I forgot to set a whole bunch of stuff though. So I'm taking care of that now. Need to make it look pretty. I've gotten excellent instructions on YouTubing, although I'm not a good student, from the great teacher, Love Our Toy Pups. If I could remember, if I could do everything that she's taught me, I would be an excellent YouTuber. But as it is, I'm a poor student. It's no reflection on how great of a teacher she is. Nightmare said this to me. Hey, Nightmare. Hey, Tim. Appreciate you guys being here. I got to set up tomorrow's as well very quickly as we talk. Tim says, make sure to smack those thumbs up, people, on your way in. Let's show Yogi some love and support. You guys always do. Just by being here. I don't take that for granted, guys. It's Saturday, right? There's about a million different things, a billion different things you guys could be doing. So thank you. Here's a question. How often do you guys find yourself spontaneously saying thank you? You've all heard me about my own practice of every morning before I'm out of bed, sometimes before my eyes actually open, sometimes while I'm asleep, just waking up and you're in that state, that magical state between sleep and awareness. And I find the words coming from my mouth before I even know it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, and I talked about how, you know, I started this way back in the early 90s. I think I read about it in the 80s. I decided to make a practice out of it. Um, and of course, it was a struggle, especially then, because one, I did not like myself. You don't like yourself, you have a hard time liking other people, although you want to, but you feel cut off. And it's hard to like other people when you're cut off from them. But I stuck with it. And then I started thinking of the things that I did have to be grateful for. That's an awesome step, but it's not the end. Hey, Jace, it's just another step. So it started with thinking about it, and then it was practicing it, and I couldn't think of anything. I just did it by, trying to make a habit out of it. Don't even know why I was doing it. I was getting nothing out of it. So I thought. Then over the course of a few years, remember, I'm a slow learner. I mentioned that. Over the course of a few years, I started thinking of things to be grateful for every morning. I'd look around and think, well, the sun's out. And of course, I thought of the things that were beneficial to me right off the bat. The sun's out. Hey, at least it's not raining. That kind of stuff. Hey, Skeeter. Hey, Song of Hand. All my favorite people. Nightmare says new problem has risen. My shoulder keeps clicking when doing push-ups. They have no idea what or why, what's causing it. Um, how many push-ups are you up to today? And are you doing them every day? Are you doing any mobility work? Hey, Sniper. Peter says still a little cold here, but the ice is almost gone. Yeah, it was warm today, but it's getting cold now. It'll be cold tomorrow and then warm again. That is March in the mid-Atlantic. Let's see. Everyone's saying hi. Sniper says, Nightmare, what stretching you doing? He says, Nightmare, get resistance bands and do some mobility work. Mobility work all the way. I would recommend full mobility work with and without bands that you can do every day. Shoulder rolls. Um, I have a demonstration. I don't think it's on my members channel. I think it's on my whole thing. The complete mobility workout. You want to work again the joint through the full range of motion, so you get this synovial fluid um, flowing through. Synovial fluid is like the motor oil of the body. As we get older, not old, but as we get older, it begins to diminish. So you want to make sure that you are replenishing it. Hey, Foxy, my friend, how are you? Nice to see you. So you think you're done with the ice fishing for the year, Skeeter, huh? Hey, Jamie, how are you? Neighbor says 500 a day, all spaced out, not at once. That's still a lot. I mean, a whole lot. Well done. Well done, by the way. Jamie says Jason managed 60 sit-ups in under a minute 30. Got 48 in a minute. Nice, Jamie. Toy Pups is good. I'm sorry. Foxy is good. I'm sorry. I saw the Toy Pups there at the end. So, Foxy, this is your last week of honeymoon coming up. I hope it is 100% perfectly magical. So, I was talking about saying thank you, gratefulness. Um, here's the amazing thing that started to happen is after thinking, waking up and having to think all the things that I became grateful for, it started becoming spontaneous, just grateful. Didn't have to have a reason. I exist, and everything is fine tuned for my existence to take place. Everything. If the sun was a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of an inch closer, we'd be fried to a crisp. If the single cell amoeba that was my greatest ancestor of all had been stepped on by whatever else might have been available at the time, or eaten by a sea creature, I would not exist. Can you imagine how everything had to be so perfect for every single one of my ancestors to survive the horrible stuff that used to happen back in the olden days? Way back in the olden days. Think of that. I had ancestors that were so quick that they avoided saber-toothed tigers. They were so strong and so stealthy that they could hunt woolly mammoths. Nightmare says, good work, Jamie. Foxy says, a week and 4 days left. Nice. That's a nice long honeymoon. And you deserve it. What's up, poor man? You getting ready for tomorrow? Jay says, Dan, buddy. Sniper says, is that the 14 step, 15-minute yoga, Eric? This was right before. Actually, I think I might have did it by itself, joint mobility. Um, So, no yoga, just the joint stuff. Hey, Maddie, dropping a like, Mr. Yogi. Bedtime, 1 hour sleep last night. I saw you mention that on Mary's. I hope you get a full night's sleep tonight, Maddie. Stephen says, hi, Jamie Brown. Happy Saturday. Poor man says, just jog some trails. Nice. You do it with a vest or weight free? Jimmy says, what exercises do for the rotator cuff? I do some stuff with light dumbbells. You used to have a thing called a shoulder horn that you put your shoulders in. You can do it on a bench. You can do it without any support. I don't know if you guys can see it. You want to be parallel. You got a very light. It's not a weight bearing exercise. Dan does this, but he does it with heavier weight, and it's up. You can also go down. You can also do full range, particularly the up on the rotator cuff. You actually, if you put it there, you'll feel it. Maddie says, thank you, Mr. Yogi. Good night, everyone. Good night, Maddie. I appreciate you coming in. Dan says, no best, hard enough having trail run for a while. It's been a long time for me, too. Years. Poor man says, that move right there is the golden move shoulder pain. It is. You could set it up with bands, too. It's a little bit of a contraption. I'll do it on a bench, support my shoulder, and again, I do it with lightweight. There used to be, back in the olden days of yogi weightlifting. Hey, Austin, it was called a shoulder horn, and you would put it around your neck so that your shoulders rested in there, and then you would go up and down like that. Pat's on a mission. Hello, my friend. How are you? We got some love. Our friend Jeremy. Hey, Austin, have you broken 1,000 yet? Your watch hours? 984. Austin was way ahead of me. You're over 1,000 because remember, 5 days of being held, so you're already over 1,000. We're going to get you there by summer. 3K. Foxy says, love y'all. We love you too, Foxy. Foreman says you can hit them from sides, laying on side. Yeah, I believe I've seen you do that. She says they now sell a CrossFest for the same issue, Eric. Pull the shoulders back for good posture. Nice. My shoulders are fried right now because I switched. I mentioned that I switched to training for the kettlebell triathlon events, and I've added in some things that I haven't done for a number of years. And because even though I'm a month away from being 60, I have the enthusiasm of a 16-year-old, and the self belief that, yeah, I can still do everything I used to do, only maybe lighter. And for the most part, I can accept I pay a consequence for my own misperceived belief in my invulnerability. Of course, if we take that deep enough, I actually am invulnerable, as are you. All of us are. Only the misconception and the misperception of who we think we are is vulnerable, which is why we get so defensive. If we truly knew who we were, there's a line in the course that says, if you truly knew who walked beside you, fear would be impossible. I wonder if I can find that. Hey, Michael. Michael says, hey, so I've been absent today. That's okay, Michael. I know you get busy. Paper says I refused the back brace. The plate was um, straight enough. You get by okay without it, though. It seems, Sniper, right? Jason says, Michael, I've been writing some good stories for this week. Yeah, you know what, Michael? If I don't see you, um, I know that you're perfecting your craft. Hey, Buying Space. Buying Space says, so Eric, happy Ramadan, and um, I would like your opinion about my video about Ramadan when you get the time. You got it. Absolutely. I want to bring up your channel now so that I don't forget. It is 12 minutes and 50 seconds. I should be able to watch that tonight before I go to bed after the live stream, or at the latest in the morning. Let's see. Hey, Duncan. Duncan says, say, Mr. Yogi. Hello, Mr. Duncan. How are you? You guys might know $1 Million Syndrome Duncan Walsh as Fitness Motivation Duncan Walsh, who is a legend in the online fitness community, specifically in the burpee community. You might know him as the soon to reach 150 Navy SEALs in 20 minutes, Duncan Walsh. And he is now $1 Billion Syndrome Duncan Walsh. And you know what? Ask him why. Poor man waves at Duncan. Buying Space says hello, Yogi. Michael says that I'm working on an online hiking stick. So one of my online YouTube friends wants to buy one from me. Nice, Michael. Things are taking off for you. Not surprising. For one, you have amazing talent, infinite inspiration, tons of energy, uh, and you're dedicated. You're dedicated to your craft across the board. Duncan says, hey, Jace. Stephen says, Duncan, good to see you. Even my cat comes in to say hi to Duncan. That's how famous Duncan is. My cat came in without a mouse in its mouth. Duncan said I had another attempt at 20-minute Navy PR a couple of days ago. Interesting one. When are you going to post the results? How interesting. It can't be the big number because you would come in and let me know, wouldn't you, right off the bat? Duncan says, meow. Hey, who's talking to you? She said it. She meowed back. She said, that must be Jace. Nobody else meows at me but Jace. And of course, she just attempted to bite me. Jace says, Duncan, how many? See that? Duncan's a salesman. He knows how to sell. He's not going to let you know. We'll post it in the next 24 to 48 hours, even though he knows that all of us are dying to know the exact amount. See that? You'll have to turn in, Jace. With or without nasal breathing? It's a good question. Foreman says, Michael, ever make a Shaleg? I know I'm mispronouncing that. I know what you mean. That's a good thought. What was your last, Duncan? You got 146 last time? Michael says, yep, I make those all the time. Duncan says, don't have too high expectations. I'm 58, you know. I do have high expectations. My question is, what are you going to do when you hit 150? What do you think Max is going to do? You think he's going to keep plugging away busy dad style? Or um, is there a limit? Yep, 147 is best to date. Right. I was thinking 146, 147. Michael said Zone autocorrect. Duncan, you're still a young man. 58. Oh, I remember back when I was 58. Those were the good old days. Duncan says 150. What do you suggest? It's a good question. I mean, you already have a well-rounded program, so it's not like um, it's not like this is your main and only thing that you do. I think you should make a comeback on the squash, the masters division, or is there a masters division? So when I saw kettlebell sport, at least in the one organization that I like, um, they have what they call the legends division, 60 and 60 plus, which I will now qualify for in a month. And I get to use weight that is still light for me. So that's pretty exciting. Of course, the reps are pretty high. Hey, Skits. It says, good evening, Eric. You Yogi Legend. Hope you're well. Evening chat. Hope you're all well too. Thank you, Skits. How are you? Jace says, Duncan, us 50s are still doing good work. They are. Hey, Jace, what's your 20-minute you said you've messed around a bit with some of the busy dad stuff. What is your best? I'd like to see Dan see his Navy SEALs and 6 counts in 20 minutes. Dan says, gonna eat some ghost pepper noodles to prepare tomorrow's chip. Man, if I did that the night before, I wouldn't be eating it. I wouldn't be eating anything like that again in the morning and then in the daytime. Duncan says, I think Max is quite psychologically fragile. I have concerns about him sometimes. Yeah, if you're dreaming, if you're dreaming numbers, it might be time to back off. Maybe. One boy says, Billy Max who? You know Duncan, Runner Boy. Our friend Marie is here and she is barking. You're not barking at my cat, are you? She says, Duncan, you should get Max in here. He pops in every once in a while. It's been a bit. He actually came in and asked me if I would be on his podcast. Last time he was here, I haven't heard back. I think it's because um, I'm not doing a ton of burpees any longer. However, I'm a big fan of Max. I'm a big fan of his program. Obviously, I did it for about 2 years every single day. Hey, Lucy. I alternated one day 6 counts, as many as I could get in 20 minutes. The next day, Navy SEALs, as many as I can get. And again, I did that every day for 2 years without a break. Ask Duncan what he thinks about that. It's on the comments. And the comments were usually, man, take a break, take a day off, maybe take an easy day. I think maybe once or twice he said, Eric, what's the matter with you? Why are you so stubborn? Don't you ever listen? Runner Boy says, Yogi, I'll try to do 140, 315 squat tomorrow. You'll get it. You will get it, Runner Boy. Michael says, and I came up with a name for my live streams. I'm going to call my lives Whispers from the Past Paranormal Podcast. Nice. I like that name, Michael. How long do you give me to complete 150? if possible. I think it is possible. I think you can do it. How long? Man, it's hard to say because I heard you mention in your last video, um, you know, you think 3 reps, that won't take you long. 3 reps can literally be an eternity. I think you can get it I think you can get it by summertime. And the only reason I'm saying that is because, life sometimes gets in the way of our training. Lucy's getting ready to go on her live stream, guys, in just a little bit. So I hope you guys join her. Skit says, JC Legend. Runner Boy's got a big squat tomorrow. Format says, nothing too impressive. My best for 100 Navy SEALs is 1740. What do you think you could get in 2 minutes and 20 seconds? That's still pretty good because you don't train for that. If you train for like the busy dad stuff, I bet you in 2 weeks you would knock out 120, and in a month you'd be in the 140s. I think Reaper, like on a whim, I think because he got tired of hearing me talk about it all the time, did like 128 reps in 20 minutes, Navy SEALs, and he never trains that way. It says JC Legend. Marie says, so Sir Yogi, it is Marie. It is Marie. How are you? And she says, no, I wouldn't bark at your kitty. All right. I will let her know that she's safe. I appreciate that. And my cat appreciates that. She says, Duncan, what would you have started now? Leo and Dan will have the top 2 from our small group. Yeah, it would be interesting to see what Leo he did 1 pump nasal breathing. Him and I traded off. We didn't do it live together, but we traded off. And I think he hit and again, this was nasal breathing. I think he hit 240, which is impressive nasal breathing. I hit upper 220 something. Format says, Runner Boy, I'm getting about 3 squats with 200 bag net right now. Nice. What's impressive of that is Foreman has to pick up the 200 pounds in order to squat it. Runner Boy says, I'm at 2660 right now, Yogi. 5 days being held. We know that you have 27 covered. So we're in the 200s now. Let's do this by the end of the week. Lisa says, hey to Jace. Lucy says, I'm still new on how the vertical lives go. Hey, Carl. Carl says, good evening, everyone. I don't know if I've ever done a horizontal live before. Carl, how's your weekend going? My sleep supplement. Foreman says, me and Leo both got under 10 minutes with 40-pound vests, 100 on 1 pumps. Got about 910. That's awesome. One boy says, oh, you mean 100 equals 5 miles? What do you mean there, Runner Boy? Duncan says, so if I was to do 150, what do you think would be the most difficult? 150 at 58 years old or 160 personal best in your 30s? Mr. Gastrad. I think 150 at 58 is definitely more difficult. Having said that, um, I really think that he's almost untouchable in what he does. He's in a league of his own. He says run 100 burpees, maybe 3 miles. Oh, I got you. 4 burpees equals 5 miles. 100 burpees, maybe 3 miles. Interesting. I never thought about that. Carl says, good live stream. Lucy? Yep, she's got another one coming up. This was her pre-live stream live stream. Just getting the hang of things. Carl says, film trains today. Awesome. I like trains. The older the train, the better. I wish America was more of a train country again. That we had that the European rail system. Jason Duncan, that's an easy one to answer. Whichever body is fittest. That's a good answer. That's a really good answer. Carl says, hopefully you join my live stream sometime, Lucy. I bet you she will. If she sees it, I bet you for sure that she will. Yoga said, how many miles would equal 100 burpees? I don't think there's an equivalent to it, to be honest with you. It all depends. You can sprint your burpees. You can take your time doing burpees. I think Lee Hazard did 10,000 burpees on New Year's, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Corman says Gastro is unreal. I don't think anyone comes close to him on times. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Maybe James Brew. James Brews, don't see him as often anymore either. There was a few people who were really fast, but yeah, I think Castro might be. Duncan says Mr. Castro did 156 recently, but it hurt him and he felt sick. Is that number in reach at our age or a bridge too far? 156. I think it is possible for people our age. Not for me. Definitely not for me. I think 140s, had I done busy dad style correctly, meaning taking days off, I think 140s would have been entirely possible. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I would go back to doing that. Although if I did, I would do it strictly uh, as prescribed by Max. I would do it 4 days a week, 80 minutes a week. DC says with vertical, I have done it before, but not often. I don't often go live on phone. We use a laptop or desktop. DC says I still need to connect. Sorry, I'm so behind on connecting. If you leave a comment, I will go back to you because they get a 50 a day. No joke. Wow. It pays to be popular. Marie says, Yogi, today I did 100 subs. You hit 100 subs. Awesome, Marie. Well deserved. $500 next, and we'll get you monetized. Poor man says, you say that leave the 10K burpees? Yep. This was, and it was an all day affair. And he was broken for days on end. I really think he got sick afterwards, took a toll on his immune system. He's looking really good nowadays, guys. He's hitting the gym, lifted more. Jay says, Susie, it's no different, but the chat just freeze. There's a small chat option button left. If it does, just click it and set the chat. I did not know you could do that. I mentioned before, I learned something new about and from Jace every single day. Casey says 50 new connections. I mean, gotcha. That's what I thought you meant. Zipper says 6 burpees equals 600 feet equals 0.114 mile. 600 foot, 0.11363 miles. The math is beyond me. I started trying to figure it out, and I felt a twinge of a headache. Duncan says, yeah, James Brewster, I think it's Bruce, has done 160. James Bruce. He's a good guy. I don't see him quite so often. I always try to support him when I do. Yeah, he hit 160. He's crazy fast. He's like a piston. DC Scroll, I worked it out on time. DC's, oops, I read that. Lucy says, yes, desktop. Yeah, I stream from my phone, but I got the desktop in front of me. Easier for me to read my comments. Duncan says, Mr. Grasser can't seem to get close to 325 six gun stuff. Yeah, I wonder why that is. You think it's a matter of specificity? Specificity? Should I try it one more time? A matter of specifics. There you go. Sepper says, yes, you just keep going until next week. So, Jace, I'm interested in your numbers. Because, like I said, I know that you said you've done it a few times, right? Carl says, I'm nearly at 160. Nice, Carl. Let's get you to 500. Let's get you to 1,000. This is I always stream on my phone and have the chat on my laptop. Yeah, similar system for me, Jace. Duncan says have to shoot, but we'll get my latest effort out. We'll email about promoting the workout plan. If you're interested, I am interested in promoting you and your plan, Duncan. 100%. Thank you, my friend. I'm looking forward to the video. DC said that is just my protocol because trolls love to pretend to be people. What's up there, Jace?
Oh, monsieur.
You got the jaunty cap.
Yeah, it's got it on a slight little tilt. I was like, yeah, just fancy that on a tilt. I wanted to get it sitting up like that so I could look like a gnome, but it didn't quite happen. Right, so we're obviously on vertical now. If you look at your phone, you'll see bottom left-hand corner. There's like a little scroll. And if you realise, it's got little settings. It's got the little star for the settings thing on it. Click it whilst we're live. It won't affect your stream. It brings up a little option.
I'm trusting you.
You're fine. You're fine. It brings up a little chat option. So when your chat freezes, you'll get live chat or all chat. If you click that, it resets your chat for you. So just click it and watch what happens. It won't change the stream at all. And it's a safe thing you can press. It doesn't affect your camera or your sound. So it's that little option, and it's just that little scroll bottom left. And obviously, if your chat ever freezes, and this is the same for everybody, just click that, click all chat or live chat, and then come back out of that, and that resets your chat for you.
Awesome.
It's a generic issue for all of YouTube. Jamie, same for yourself, brother. When you're streaming, obviously sometimes you look and the chat just doesn't move for ages. And it wasn't until I realised I think it was from Dennis Bird's live stream, he kept closing his stream down and restarting a new stream. And I was like, why is that happening? So I did a little research, little Google, and it said that you've just got to refresh the chat. Sometimes it freezes. It can be down to signal. It can be down to YouTube's end. It can be down to your end. So a lot of the times it's just a slight technical glitch that just stops the chat from going. So it's just the bottom left corner, it's like a little flag sign, and it's actually got the little cog on it, settings cog. You click that, you reset your messages, and your chat will restart again. And for people that don't have a backup device or can't watch the chat on a second device, they're obviously like, oh, what's going on? Everything stopped. Yep, there you go, Dan. I know Dan's had the issue before where his chat's just stopped. If we're all aware of how to fix it, none of us get the issue again. One thing I will ask though, pay that forward to the next person, because somebody will say to you, oh, my damn chat keeps stopping. Why is this happening? Why is that happening? Obviously, you're aware now. You're a little bit more technically advanced, and you can fix that issue again going forwards.
Awesome, Jace. Thank you.
Can't stop teaching things. Best of it is somebody taught me, so it's just a case of learning. We all learn every day, and if we pick
This is
something
true.
up new and we can pass it forward to somebody else, everything gets a little bit better.
Hey, Captain Jack says Jace looks like one of the seven dwarfs. Not sure which one. You tell me.
I'm a combination of sleepy and happy.
Is there a hungry? Was there a hungry?
There was a hungry, but I went to a famous chicken brand, 3 letters, the Colonel's famous chicken, and I actually purchased. What they do is they do a boneless chicken box, and it's a family box. It's supposed to feed 6 people. It's got 14 fillets in it. It's got a couple of sides. Then got some popcorn chicken, some spicy wings, 4 portions of fries, and guess who had most of it?
She's not awake to defend herself. I bet you if she was awake, she'd be pointing at you, saying,
I bet you if she farted, the feathers would come out the other end. She's had that much chicken.
"Hey, Jim Rat,
Silly baby. I'm doing Holy Grail on Monday.
say that again."
I'm doing a Holy Grail on Monday.
This Monday.
Yeah.
Are you?
First one of March.
Nice. Doing it with
with
anyone
Silly-
or by
Yeah,
yourself?
with Silly Jim Rat.
What did I hear about Silly Jim Rat is training to do it fast?
Yes, he wants to do 2 hours. And the crazy thing is, he's going to get there. So Silly's developed this. He's got the bug.
Hey, Jamie.
He's really got the bug. When I first started to work with Silly, he didn't quite understand the concept of pace, and what pace does for you. Obviously, when you push really hard, you blow really hard, but your endurance and your ability, they increase. Obviously, if you're looking just for pure endurance, you've got to slow that pace down a little bit and control it and make sure that everything you're doing is just nice and steady, nice and fluent, nice and fluid, and nice and relaxed and nice and controlled. As he just said there, he did 101 pumps, 6 minutes 40. And I think he could have probably gone a little bit quicker. He didn't push to his absolute maximum. So he's learned the ability to control very quickly. And his drive, Silly, you've got an amazing drive, bro. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep doing
I'd
what you're
love to
doing.
see him do the Busy Dad to see what he could get his 6 counts and his Navy SEALs in 20 minutes.
There we go. That's the next thing out there, guys and girls. Poker, hello, buddy. Hope you're well.
Hey, Pokemon.
So, Silly Dad, if you guys and girls aren't aware, he's one of the legends in the burpee game. He does absolutely everything. He's got the most amazing physique. He's a really intelligent guy. And he's got programs for all abilities that are very well structured and very well put together. If you've not followed him, go and have a little look. I'm pretty sure that Eric would agree with me 100%. He's a guy to follow. He's certainly somebody that's been there for a long time, and he's motivated a lot of people and inspired a lot of people. So he's worth looking up. But he does challenges, 20-minute challenges to get your personal best in different events. And obviously, it's all burpee based. So it'll be from 1 pump to 2 pumps to Navy SEALs, and it's all about how many reps you can get in 20 minutes. So it's just a flat out effort of mind and body control, and to see where you can actually get to. So have a look. Silly Dad's challenges, they're out there now. Eric's put them out there. 20 minutes for your PBs in all the different disciplines. Let's go.
Yep. I'm still waiting. You haven't told me your numbers.
Nope. You have to wait and see.
Oh man, you and Duncan are driving me crazy.
Well, this is the thing. When like you turn around and say you need to ask a lady her age. Do you know why she wants to keep it secret?
Why's that?
Because she's proud of it.
Okay.
But yes, numbers. I will have to get some numbers put out pretty soon. I'll wait and see what bars are set first, and obviously then I'll know where I'm at. But yeah, it's been an absolute great talk, Monkey. Oh, yeah, mate. Hope you're good.
Hey, Monkey Man. I want to put out um, strict busy dad means 6 counts of counting. A lot of people might do the one pumps without the count. So if anyone wants to do the strict busy dad style, and if you do,
Jacob.
hey Jacob, he has t-shirts for different levels, like belts. So you can get a busy dad, like a brown shirt, purple shirt, for everything. But it has to qualify his standards. I just wanted to put that out there in case anyone wanted to get a shirt and they show him a video and he says, well, sorry, it doesn't meet that
Yeah, it's
qualification.
really advisable. Go and watch the Busy Dad videos just to get an idea of what his form is and what's required. So when he's doing his burpees, the numbers, Jacob's probably the most prime example. When Jacob started off, he'd count out every single part of the rep. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's from the feet all the way down and all the way back up, counting every movement. And you have to count the numbers out. That's part of the requirement of doing the burpees to that standard.
Yeah.
So it's good to point it out, Eric, because obviously people will just fly through the burpees without any voice activation and not realise you've got to talk at the same time.
And that could be a bit of a game changer.
Just a little plug for tomorrow. Sorry, it's been 9 minutes, but it's obviously been a good 9 minutes. There's a special tomorrow. Mine or yours tomorrow?
Let's stick with yours because you bring in big numbers. It's good for your channel.
Okay, topless from the start. Get your budgie smugglers out because I know they've been requested by more than one female. They like your tattoos and they like your very small shorts. I will have to go shopping and buy some body paint. I think that's the only way that I'm going to get shorts as small as those.
We'll see what I can do. We'll see what I can do.
And stop blushing. You
I
know
don't
you
know.
look good in them. You know you look good in them shorts.
I got nothing to say. You've left me
Yeah.
speechless. Not many people leave me speechless.
Right, happy Saturday. Right, you get on with entertaining the good folks that have come to enjoy your company. I will bless you a good Saturday evening. And
Thank you, Jason, my friend.
I look forward to tomorrow.
Me too.
Namaste. Much love.
Namaste, my friend.
Take care, people. Bye.
Our friend Jace. Jamie Jones, my friend, how are you? Jamie Brown says, yeah, I struggle with finding the right pace sometimes. That's why I hate distance running. I almost always burn out. And I mentioned this to Eric Lapointe yesterday. In ultra running, they say start slow and then taper. When in doubt, go slower. Carl says, what's a burpee? A burpee is you stand up and you bend down so that you hands touch the floor. Then you do a thrust backwards. Then you do a push-up, although you don't necessarily have to do the push-up. And then you reverse that move. Jamie says he has, Jamie Jones has text now. So we got some big things coming up. Another Holy Grail coming up with Jace and hopefully Sully Jimrat. Thank you for coming in, Jacob. Yep, Jason and I will be doing some reps. It's gonna have to be somewhat of an easier session for me, as my shoulders are in recovery mode right now from what I did yesterday and what I did today. And then I got a big one on Monday. Jim says, Yokes that Amanda will be waiting for tomorrow. I might have to buy a pair of overalls. Jamie says, it's me, that actual Jamie Jones, the one with a black car, red stripe, and it's a Ford. Oh, that one. But it's the actual one that was modern. But I got my phone broken by my dog, and then all this happened. I can't log into my other thing. Gotcha. Well, welcome, Jamie. It's been a little while since we've seen you. I'm sorry that you went through all that stuff. We get some more Jacob love. Jamie says, if you don't believe me, I spam lots. So yeah. Oh, it's not that I don't believe you. I believe you. You do spam a lot, but it's been a little while. She says, great. Amanda has a thing for guys in overalls there. Wear the mask too. Wear a mask. Overalls and a mask. Maybe I can do that. I can do that. I'm trying to think how long it's been since I've actually had a pair of overalls. Simple says Eric uses a modem and AOL. This is true. This is true. Carl says my train video is good. I'm looking forward to seeing it, Carl. I'm bringing up your channel right now. You posted it 6 hours ago. It is 4 minutes and 2 seconds. I'm going to watch it before bed, Carl. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to buy Buying Spaces video as well. I don't know how to say that, Jim Rat. I know the message. I know the meaning. I don't know how to verbalize it. I don't think I should verbalize it. I think I might get kicked off of YouTube if I verbalize it. Let's see. Jamie says, so Jim Rat, no, don't do that. Jacob gives us some Jacob love. Hey, Cat and Jack, by any chance, he's still with us? Michael says, I may get to interview my mentor on skepticism, Kenny Biddle, before long, Yogi. All I have to do is schedule an interview date. Nice. You ever heard of, what's with the Amazing Randy? Michael? Famous skeptic. He was a musician, but also a famous skeptic. He debunked quite a bit. I am friends with his apprentice, who actually went his own way, lost his skepticism. Squirt is fine, Yogi. Jim Rat is laughing. Sample says, or is it swoosh? We're going down a slippery road here, guys. Mike says, I have. Kenny talked about him. Yeah, a friend of mine, James Plath. He's got a great YouTube channel, by the way. He was an apprentice with the Amazing Randy, who again was a famous skeptic, awesome magician. But James Plath had a non-dual experience and could not see reality the same. And he lost a large amount of his skepticism as far as what's possible and what isn't. Not that they had a falling out; they stayed close, but James went his own way. He's got a wonderful book called The Gospel of Astonishment, and I love that title. I love the book. I love James Plath. The Gospel of Astonishment is A Course in Miracles without being A Course in Miracles. It's an amazing book. Highly recommend it. Hey, Kat, I was wondering sometime if you wanted to come up on a live stream with me, devoted to you and I talking just Course in Miracles stuff. If you would like. No pressure. and an absolutely no is completely acceptable. Monkey Man says, I hope everyone is having a fantastic night so far. And I sub to y'all that I haven't already. Thanks, Monkey Man. I hope you're having a good night too. I have to say my favorite skeptic is Carl Sagan, not just because he's aspie like me, but because he's interesting. He is interesting. My favorite quote from Carl Sagan is, in order to make an apple pie from scratch, one must first invent a universe. Let me make sure I get that 100% correct. It'll come right up because I pull it up all the time. If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe. I love that. Because if we're talking scratch, if you want to do it from scratch. Jamie says, I do have a text now. Just Yogi, do you have a text now? Awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Jamie. Jay says, biggest room is a room for improvement. Nice. Awesome quote. Zippy says, Carl Sagan was CIA. I never heard that. Zicky says, Jacob says, I like that saying, Jace. Hey, Abigail. Abigail says, I'm doing fabulous. I'm glad to hear that. Abigail says, hi. I love people who are doing fabulous. She says hi to Abby. Michael says, I can't tell that to Kenny, though. My mentor of historical research and skepticism might get jealous. Gotcha. We don't want that to happen. Kat says, that sounds good, Yogi. Let me get into my daily Course Miracles tarot card pulling, and then I'll be ready. Gotcha. Looking forward to that, Kat. Abigail says hi to Kat. Nightmare says, good night, sir. Good night, Nightmare. I hope your shoulder feels better. I hope you get some of the prehab in. If I can find the video I made, and even if it's on my members, I'll unmembersize it. Yes, I just made that word up, unmembersize, so that you can check it out. It says, how about an apple pie and an apple pie and an apple pie? It's apple pies all the way down. I like that, Skits. Apple pies all the way down. Kat says hi to Abigail. Says hi to Skits. We got more Jacob love. Michael says, hey to Nightmare. Jamie Brown says hi to Abigail. As does Skits. Michael says, hashtag unmemorize Yogi merch. Unmemorize. It's a good idea, Michael. Nightmare says, sound good. Tag me if you find it. I will, Nightmare. Absolutely. Abigail says, I had pizza for dinner. What kind of pizza did you have, Abigail? I have a question for you, too. Abigail, what do you think about pineapple on pizza? Jacob says, Nightmare brother. I'm of the opinion, and a lot of Abigail says, amazing. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm of the opinion. We get a meow meow. Hey, he's talking to you again. He's not even looking at me. Nightmare says, so brother Jacob. Sampa says, about American mustard today. First time ever. Nice. What kind did you buy? Was it golden brown mustard? My favorite mustard is Dijon mustard. Today is March. It is. My favorite month is June. We get some love from Jim Rat. Oh, I was going to was going to talk one more thing about pizza. I'm of the opinion that the best pizza is the pizza that you like, and that if you like something on pizza that no one else likes, it is still the perfect pizza for you. Don't listen to anyone say, like I talked about back in the day when I used to eat fish, I actually put salmon on pizza. And people are like, no, 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 no fish ever on pizza. Of course, anchovy is a fish. If you like it, eat it. You don't have to explain anything to anyone ever, especially your taste in pizza. Most especially your taste in pizza. Hot dog, mustard, squirrel. Jamie Jones says, I can add someone. What do you mean, Jamie? Oh, on text now. Okay, nice. Snipper says, JCA tastes nothing like English mustard. I do like French mustard, and it's very similar to that. How do you like it though? I've had English mustard before. It's really good. Back when I was, again, my pre-vegan days, I used to think that England and Ireland had some of the best cheese. It says, I love a fungi pizza. Mushrooms on pizza. I like mushrooms on pizza too. Michael says, then I like anything as long as it doesn't have anchovies or mushrooms or four meats. So four meats is a deal breaker. Three meats are okay. Two meats might be perfect, but four is a deal breaker. Why? Why would four meats be the deal breaker? What would be the four meats? Ground beef, sausage. What would be the other two meats that you'd put on? Chicken? Michael says, pardon me, squirrel and Jace may have some grapefruit pond. Jim Rat says, I like hot mustard too. I like sweet and hot mustard. This squirrel, my old man was a mustard fan. I never used to like it, but now it's English mustard all the way. French is okay with chips and a steak. Sniper says, Jace, exactly. Here, all times change. So, Sniper, how did you like the American mustard? Michael says, texture, stuffed Canadian bacon, not a fan. Gotcha. I'm the same way with texture on a lot of things. Jim Rat says, why did they invite the mushroom to the party? Because he's a fun guy. It's a good reason. Jay says, ham, chicken, pepperoni, and beef. Gotcha. All on a pizza. The legendary Lightning Man is here and he's laughing. I hope that means you're having a good time, my friend. Stephen says, beef, chicken, pepperoni, ham. Stephen says, loved it. Good. Jason says, silly they never invited the fungi because there was not much room there. The legendary Lightning Man says, this is Jacob. I didn't get that one. Nice. Michael says, is laughing. Oops. Stephen says, on a barbecue sauce base. That's a deal breaker for some people. Barbecue sauce pizza. Of course, they also have white pizza where there's no sauce at all. Of course, for me nowadays, it's vegan pizza, and they make better and better vegan pizza. But it's been probably 5 years since I've had that. My diet is very strict, very boring. But you know what? It's sort of what I need to do right now. Michael says, I have a shirt that says I'm a super fun guy, but it's a mushroom dressed up as a superhero. Nice. I like that. Zipper says, with extra chicken, beef, ham, and pepperoni. Well, of course. Sniper is a carnivorous. Jimret says, like pepperoni, sausage, and onions. Yeah, I like onions on pizza. I can eat anchovies. I can eat almost anything on a pizza. I can even eat olives on a pizza. And you guys heard me talk about my olive issues. I used to love olives. I had a bad experience and can't do them alone anymore. Michael says, sorry, autocorrect is kicking my butt tonight. So, how weird is it that I put salmon on pizza? I had put salmon on pizza. Would anyone else ever do that? It's actually really good. Jacob says, has it been windy where you at? It's been windy here in South Carolina. It has been very windy. It wasn't this morning, but it started picking up this afternoon, and I can still hear it now. Jim Rat says, I like olives on pizza. Funny enough, it's the only thing I like them on, but black olives. Yep. Used to be a fan of green olives. Skid says, but Eric, can you eat pizza on pizza? You can eat pizza on pizza. The rule of everything on pizza is a go stands. Hey, Praveen, how are you, my friend? Praveen says, good morning, sir. It's nice to see you. Michael says, I think the weirdest pizza I had was barbecue chicken pizza. Praveen says, good morning, Jason, sir. I hope you slept well, Praveen. Hey, how was the rest of the football match? Jace, or I'm sorry, Jacob says, that's crazy, Jace. That's cold. Michael says, same here, silly. Jace says, the best pizza I ever had was in Germany. They put a queso at the top and it's filled. So good. Skid says, okay, I'm going to make you a nice mushy pea pizza. As you said, anything. I did say anything, but that doesn't mean that it applies to everyone. So for me, mushy peas on a pizza is a no-go. For you, because you like them, because you love them, it's a go. So it's a standard rule. However, it has the flexibility built in of if you like it, it's good. I don't know why anyone. So okay. For one, I don't like peas. This is what Michael was saying about texture. You know what I mean? I don't appreciate the texture. Plus, they look funny. I don't trust them. They're little and beady and green. Don't trust anything that's little and beady and green unless it's an insect. I trust all insects, by the way, guys. Don't trust any food that's little and beady and green. They can't be trusted. Trust me on this. I'm a vegan. I know vegetables, hence the name vegan. But if someone did like them, that's fine. But why mush them? This is I'm not allowed to talk about this. I made a promise to a good friend that I would not talk about my issues with mashed potatoes. But we never made the thing about mushy peas. So here's the thing. If I ate peas, I am perfectly capable of mushing them myself with my own teeth. I've been blessed with natural mushers. I don't need anyone. I'm not a baby. I don't need my food mushed up before I eat it. So I hope we've clarified the mushy pea situation. This has been a public service announcement. I'm just a yogi in his basement, never, never, never eating peas. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. Hey, food from afar, Martine. How are you? Jacob says I can't stand cold pizza unless I have no choice. I used to love cold pizza. Leftover cold pizza the next day for breakfast. Awesome. See, Skits thought he found a loophole to get me to eat the peas. He thought he found a loophole. However, pizza is loophole proof. Praveen says football match unexpected, big team, Real Madrid lost. How do you feel about that? Which was your team? Praveen said today is Sunday. No exercise holiday. Hooray. Good for you. Enjoy your day off. She says, Skits, you're on fire. Martine, how are you doing? Jimrat says, make a poll to see who likes cold pizza, then hot pizza, because I do. Let's see. So it's going to say cold pizza better. It's been a little bit since we've done a poll. Good idea, silly Jim Rat. Hey, Sue. She says, I came in right on time. I love cold pizza. Awesome. Me too. She says, can you have fruit pizza, Yogi? You can have fruit pizza. Pineapple. If you can have pineapple on pizza, then why not an orange? Why not an apple? Apple actually might be good. I don't know if I would personally try it. She says, Pafine, I'm in the UK. Martine says, think I'm doing a live tomorrow. Nice. What time are you thinking about, Martine? Martine says, I'm good, Yogi, and you? I'm doing pretty good too. Hey, Martine, have you ever done I've watched a lot of your playlist. I'm not sure if I've ever seen anything pizza related. Have you ever thought about doing something with pizza? Or have you and I just missed it? Jacob says, how many hours of sleep you get a night on average, Jace, brother? Kat says, so Praveen, with the wild A1 videos. Jace says, varies, brother, between 5 and 7. Yeah, I average about 5. On a good night, I get 6. Praveen says, Jace, sir, if you come to US ever, I want to get a ride on a Hayabusa. Only ride will not drive Superbag. Yep, Jace is in the UK. Jacob says, oh, if I stay up that late, then I'm going to sleep my day away. Jace, everyone is different, though. That's true. What do we got going on in the poll here, guys? 16 votes. Sorry if I missed any comments. Michael says, hey, Sue, Yogi, I wrote a new horror song today. It's about haunted dolls. Wow. You should tag Kathy Payton, C. Payton. Food from Forest says 14. Good, not food. Well, it's only fitting. It's only fitting that you would say food. It is 6 p.m. 6 p.m. tomorrow. So that'll be, I believe, 1 my time. I'll be on the lookout for you. She says, I've just discovered pizza from 7-Eleven, and I think it's actually pretty good for where it comes from. I used to, you know what pizza I used to love? Bowling alley pizza. Of course, I used to be of the opinion that even the worst pizza ever was still good pizza. You remember Sue, you probably remember the pizza we used to get in school lunches? It was sort of kind of soggy, but it was still pizza. It was still pizza day. That was to be excited. Jim Rat says strawberry and bananas on pizza. Seriously? Have you done that before, Jim Rat? It says, I'm going away. You have to stop. It says, I'm offering him the red pill. Here, Michael, mushy peas to see reality. Eric will think about it. I have seen reality, and reality does not hold mushy peas. Reality holds perfectly formed peas, and they're not green. They're actually blue, and we call them blueberries, and they're much better. See how I flipped reality around? Let's see. Oh, you've done pizza. I'm gonna I'll be back on your playlist on Monday, so I'm gonna look specifically for your pizzas. Praveen says, Yogi sir, thanks for watching my aquarium log video. Sure, I was happy to. I mostly upload shorts, long videos. I don't rarely upload. I monetize my channel by getting more than 100 million views within 90 days. Wow. You did that all from your shorts? Jay says, Eric read Skitz's pill message, please. I got it. I will settle in my own reality, my own mushy peeless reality. But he keeps trying. I appreciate Skits. He keeps trying. He will not be satisfied. I'm almost tempted to say, Skits, if I get a mushy pea song, I will eat a spoonful, but I believe that Skits would probably do it, and I don't want to eat a spoonful. So I'm not going to say that. Jim Rat says, Sue 7-Eleven pizza is awesome. It reminds me of school pizza. That's what I was saying. School pizza. Hey, sweating and smiling. I'm about to get 5 to 6 hours of sleep. I get about 5 or 6 hours of sleep. If I get more sluggish during the day, me too. So I like getting up so early. Sue says, Jim, I'd like it reheated too. Sue says, I usually skip lunch in school. Kat says, Praveen, going to turn on Jack Cam for my last couple of hours of work though. She says, mushy peas and ice cream. Worth a shot, I guess. Now, I have done, and I still do on occasion, pea protein powder. Not my preference, as oddly enough, pea protein can be a little high in sodium. Michael says, I just remembered, Jay, I remembered to get emergency pizza today when I was at the store. Nice. We've talked about emergency pizza. You got to have one. I actually have an emergency vegan pizza in my freezer. She said they actually had pizza day too. It has been a while. It's been a while since I've had pizza. Praveen says, yes, sir, I monetize my channel only by short videos. That's amazing, Praveen. Well done, too. Kat says, Praveen, you did that's what I was thinking, Kat. You did it the hard way. I keep hoping just one short will blow up for me. I prefer doing shorts. Shorts and live streams for me. I hit I forget which one. One of my shorts just recently hit 4K. But on the average, like 400. When I first started doing shorts, I'd get like 6K views, and I thought, well, this is pretty easy. And then it began to dwindle. I don't know, algorithms. Martine says pies next week, then Indian the following week. Nice. I'm looking forward to the pies. Man, I used to love when my mom would make pies. My mom was a great cook, but she was an outstanding uh, baker. From homemade bread to pies and cakes and cookies, creative things that were just her own little thing put together. Michael says, "Gets either you or I can write one. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it." Jim Rat says, "I haven't tried it yet. I usually only eat it while at work." Sweat and Smile says, "I like cold pizza, but hot pizza is better. All the pizza talk we're having pizza tomorrow." Nice. I should do. Like I said, it's probably been 5 years since I've even deviated a little from my diet, with the exception of uh, Sunday brunch pancakes with mocha, but we haven't done that in a while. Hey, Amanda. Amanda says, "Slow handsome yogi." Hello, amazing Amanda. Martine says, "I don't want these shorts anymore. Just killed my long form videos." So you think there's a dichotomy between the two as far as views? Sue's smiling at Amanda. She says, "Michael, I'm doing 1, 2 for Eric. Three in spoonfuls." I didn't say it was going to happen. I said I would almost be tempted to say that I would do it if Skits did a song, but I won't do it because Skits is crazy enough to do a song. I didn't realize that in this crowd that Michael is crazy enough to do a song and Jace is crazy enough to do a song. However, I stand by my statement. You know, it's for religious purposes, guys. My religion forbids the mushiness of peas. I would do it. I can't take that chance. Who knows what would happen to my soul? I hope you guys buy that one. Amanda says, "Yogi, I'm awesome and naughty as ever today." Well, I would expect nothing less. Sweat and Smile says, "YouTube is shadow banning you." So they think my nature videos are too real for them. It's hitting too close to the truth. Amanda says, "Yogi, yogi, yogi time. Moo, moo." That's the first time I've sang that, I think, such as my singing voice permits. Praveen says, "My many shorts went over 1 million views. That's awesome. How'd you do it?" And it says, "Smiley, sexy you." Hey, small face. How are you, my friend? Hey, we haven't seen you for a little while. Amanda says, "Told you, yeah, told you smile with Jason here." Skip says, "Currently writing a song." Not going to happen, guys. It is not going to happen. The best that you'll get from me is I will drink a pea protein shake. Even that, reluctantly. Martine says, "My shorts did bad, but my long form and lives do better. but then I start off with long form. So I'd say you two put me in long form category, so therefore they do better. Gotcha. Jace said, or Amanda says he's causing trouble too. Jace says, sleep peacefully, peas be comfortable, and maybe peasantly refreshed in the morning. And may you be peasantly refreshed in the morning. Praveen says, thanks, sir. Small Face says he's great. Amanda says, when Yogi is done, you all come see my kitty live. They're sleeping on a lap. I'm going to wrap it up in just a minute. It's my bedtime. My cat's coming in, and I've been talking too much. My jaw is actually sore. As you know, I got issues with my jaw anyway. Varying degrees of pain, regardless. Evan says, hey, Evan, if there is a God, would the common denominator be that he is not all that powerful or not all that nice? It's a good question. You know, some of the Gnostic thought is that there is, and this is similar to Hinduism and yogic philosophy as well, that you have Brahma, and then you have the sub-gods, creators of the universe, but Brahma is the creator of the creators. Brahma is the all-encompassing. And there was a Gnostic thought, there's a God before this God before the creator of the universe that created this God. Except this God forgot and thinks it's omnipotent. For me, I go by the metaphysics as offered by A Course in Miracles, that God knows nothing of this world. Nothing. God did not create this world. We did. We have created this world through our projections. We perceive what we project. If we went strictly biblical speaking, Genesis, when on the sixth day God surveyed all that he created and said it is good, it is very good. Well, look around. As Evan says, couldn't have been all that powerful of God to make a universe that seems a little faulty, or make this world that seems a little faulty, or all that nice. Then why do we have children that starve? Why do we have warfare? Why do we have violence? And the reason being is this is not the universe that God created. This is our version. Into the Son of God crept a tiny mad idea. What would it be like to be separate? What if we were our own creators? And with that tiny mad idea, we forgot to laugh. And because we are extensions, sons of God, we projected this universe. However, it's a projection. It's not real. It's an illusion. So the truth is, we did not, or God did not create a universe that allows for starving children. We have. And we are unwilling or unable to fix it. And that's a shame. It's a travesty. God says, I was able to see that God cannot look upon sin because it doesn't look upon this unreal world of ours. Yes. I wanted to read that this afternoon and tonight. I have that up on a couple of different things. One of the things I wanted to read, this is from chapter 3, the innocent perception, for section 7. If you attack error in another, you will hurt yourself. You cannot know your brother when you attack him. Attack is always made upon a stranger. You are making him a stranger by misperceiving him, and so you cannot know him. It is because you have made him a stranger that you are afraid of him. Perceive him correctly so that you can know him. There are no strangers in God's creation. To create as He created, you can create only what you know and therefore accept as yours. God knows His children with perfect certainty. He created them by knowing them. He recognizes them perfectly. When they do not recognize each other, they do not recognize Him. What we are asked to do when we forgive is to recognize, as our friend Kat so perfectly and poetically put it the other day, the God spark within another. So as long as you are still perceiving this world as it is, as long as you're still holding a judgment, as long as you're still finding fault, as long as you are still holding resentment and projecting guilt, then you need to forgive. I'm often asked, what if everything about the metaphysics of, hey, Stuart, everything about the metaphysics of the Course in Miracles is wrong? And my answer is that's absolutely fine, because that means I will still have lived a life of continuous forgiveness and kindness. And that's enough for me. If there is no nirvana, if there is no return to the sonship to the Father, if there is no heaven, if there's no rebirth, I don't care. It's enough to live a life of kindness. So let me dive in the chat, and then we're going to wrap things up. Jim had a smiling at smile face. Skit says, Jace, yeah, they are great for no chewing needed. What did I miss? What did I miss from Jace? Skit says, mushy is the way to true peace and enlightenment. The offer still stands, Eric. I can show you the way. I will have to pass. I don't mind being unenlightened, especially if it means that I get to skip eating peas. Peas, especially mushy peas, are supposed to be the good for jaw ache. Skits told me. Well, if Skits told you, that changes everything. No, it doesn't change anything. What's up, Stuart? Michael says, Yogi, guess what? I'm wrapping up the first half of season 1 of Mysteries Untold. The first half is going to be 21 episodes. Then we're going to take 2 weeks off, finish for the rest of the season. Nice. I like that idea. Get thumbs up from Praveen. So 21. So you got 2 more episodes to write. He did 19 this morning. Beta says, love you all. That sexy man talking. And I love that sexy man talking. I don't know who she's referring to. So, guys, I'm going to wrap up. Make sure you go over and hang out with the amazing Amanda, who's live streaming. Jace says it's Sunday morning. See you later on. See you, Jace. Looking forward to it. So, well, wait a minute. More people dislike cold pizza than like it? That's surprising. So it's like I don't even know you guys. Michael's going to record it tonight. Michael is on a creative roll. I love seeing it. Praveen says, Jason sir and Yogi sir, thank you, my friend. All right, I'm going to see everyone tomorrow. I'm going to look at a couple videos before I go to bed and then go to bed. Michael says, love cold pizza. Awesome. 33 votes. Nice. 46 thumbs up. Thanks to our good friend, Jacob. I appreciate that. Jacob Love. Guys, I'm heading out. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Take care, guys.